You've probably heard of the Iditarod, the famous dog sled race across Alaska. It's sometimes called the toughest race on Earth. But there might be a race that's a little tougher. This is the start of the 2008 Alaska Ultrasport Invitational race. The racers brave the same frozen terrain that the mushers do.
You can freeze your toes and thumbs and fingers till they're as hard as a chunk of ice.
But there's one big difference. In this race, there are no dogs. It's just human power, on foot, skis, or bicycles, traveling 350 grueling miles of frozen Alaskan wilderness. Last year, 41 racers started, and 29 finished. So why would anyone want to do this?
Sometimes I do think, why did I sign up for this? What am I doing?
I don't know if there is an answer, actually. Because all the time you're doing it, you just think you're totally mad.
It's nearly a spiritual experience, I feel. It's like a pilgrimage.
Prospective racers, a New Yorker and an Englishman, have traveled thousands of miles to this training camp held on the Susitna Flats, just south of Wasilla.
Lay over the saddle for me. With all your weight.
Their instructors are Bill and Kathi Merchant, who also organized the race and have competed in past years. George Azarias, the New Yorker, has come to learn how to pedal a massive winter bicycle along these trails cut by snowmobiles. His classmate is Aidan, a British bike racer who's testing out his legs in the cold.
Yeah, my background is 12 and 24-hour races in England. I think riding 350 miles is okay. It's more keeping yourself warm in these conditions.
The conditions out here are usually cold.
I think it was 72 below wind chill on Rainy Pass one year.
And woe to those who fall into overflow, areas of freezing water that seep up through the trail.
In 32-degree water, you'd probably have 2 to 3 minutes before you lost motor control, and probably 10 to 15 minutes before you lost consciousness.
At the camp, Bill and Kathi teach racers how to dress properly, to eat the right foods.
Fat, and more fat. That's the key to nutrition on the Iditarod Trail.
And how to navigate their bikes.
People think, okay, if you do this race in 7 days, 350 divided by 7, that's what, 50 miles a day. A road bike, easy. You just do that in what, 3-4 hours max. It is so hard. You need to struggle to survive.
Struggling is a constant, especially when the trail disappears.
Yeah, the wind's picking up. You have a perfectly good trail, and then the wind kicks in. We have really dry snow, and within a few minutes the trail will be gone, and then you're walking.
The only solution is to push, and in past years some racers have pushed for days.
50 miles of this, and this is flat.
Didn't Katie say it was 150? Yeah.
But the challenge seems to spark something in these people, which is why they'll be back in March to test their mettle in the race.
I don't have a goal in terms of race position. I just want to finish it, and I want to feel like I've given it a good crack. I think it's almost guaranteed that I'll end up in that dark, low place that you get sometimes when you're doing these events where you're so tired and you wonder what the hell you're doing. Quite often when the sun comes up, you come out of that, and if you can keep going through that, it's such a feeling of accomplishment.